Zumi's binoculars are so light, you'll forget you even have them on.
Adjust heat level and relax as the sauna pants deliver a deep, soothing heat.
Innovation and football boots go hand in hand, but sometimes innovation is taken too far and things become weird.
Well, they don't really work that great, but they're so damn cool.
And that is exactly the kind of boots we'll be looking at today. Weird, wonky, odd, what the kind of boots. Now see, the funny thing is that all innovation is kind of weird when it's first introduced. I mean, laceless, knitted football boots, weird. But some things turn out to be great, like laceless knitted football boots. Others, on the other hand, they don't age as well. The first one of those is number 10, the Puma Powercat 110, which had a pretty intriguing idea behind it, simply to give you more power without adding too much bulk or grip whenever you didn't need it. But the whole construction was perhaps even more intriguing because you had this weird, almost like plateau effect that was kind of separated by these 3D power shooting technology rubber strips, which were in turn supposed to give you a more powerful shot. That idea was perhaps a little bit strange. The boot was nice, the idea was a bit weird. Believe it or not though, things actually managed to get even weirder with the release of the Nike Mercurial Superfly 2, and in particular, its now infamous Nike Sense Stud that was supposed to, get this, move when you apply pressure to it, simply move out and penetrate the ground like a pair of claws to give you even more aggressive traction and grip. In reality though, it didn't move much, and it changed the total amount of grip by a whopping 0%. 8th place goes out to the Puma Future 4.1 Greasy boots that are both fun and, well, a little bit trippy. Because, I mean, having a smiley face on a pair of football boots is more or less as wonky as it gets, and is part hilarious and part unnerving. So if you want a pair of brightly yellow colored Future 4.1s, you can also go out and get the Future 4.1 in the Rush colorway that is a bit more, well, it's not as weird, to be honest. 7th place goes out to the Adidas Glitch, which has been discontinued now, but was actually really well received when it dropped, because it basically allowed you to create more or less your own football boot using a combination of different components, like you were building a Lego set. And while it was actually pretty well performing and a really fun idea, the whole concept of having a build your own boot kit was kinda weird. It was good weird, but it's still weird. Same thing can kinda be said for the F50 adizero Yamamoto boots that dropped in late 2013, which gave us this orange Robo Dragon Lion inspired piece here that is, in my opinion, one of the coolest looking F50 adizero designs of all time. But, you know, having this kind of artwork on a pair of football boots that you can actually wear, that even has the little texturing all over the boot, it's all sorts of weird. There's no two ways about it. I personally love this, but So being honest, I kinda like the Yamamoto boots in 6th place, but 5th place very much rubs me the wrong way. The Nike Magista Opus 2. See, the concept here was that Nike really wanted to take this whole 3D bumpy texture from their knitted Magista Opera 2s and take it over to their low-cut synthetic Opus 2s. But the problem was that the result made it look like pimples. And it wasn't helped by the fact that the pimples were actually orange, like they were ready to, you know. I don't know, I just don't understand why someone didn't pull the plug on these before they dropped. Or popped. So 4th place goes out to Puma celebrating the 50th anniversary of their Suede sneaker. How did they do that? Well, they dropped this, the Puma Future Suede 50, which is, in essence, a 1-to-1 suede sneaker upper that they've then slapped onto a 3D printed outsole from the Future. And the latter part is hella cool, by the way. 3D printed outsoles, I approve. But the whole thing, like, what? From a boot performance point of view, this is absolutely rubbish. While it might have seemed like a great idea at the beginning, It's really, really weird. Now up in third is perhaps the biggest moment of my football boot career, the Adidas Footy Sock, which is this mythical concept beast that was never released, that is in essence a knitted football boot shaped like a pair of wellies. And I don't even know where to begin with this. But on the other hand, it kind of also shaped the future for Adidas with their laceless knitted boots. So in some way, it's also kind of legit. In second place, we have another infamous boot, the Under Armour Spotlight, the boot that gave us a freaking zipper. Look, zippers are great for jackets and bags and wallets and basically anything that isn't football boot related. And I appreciate Under Armour kind of trying to go their own way in this whole innovation race and also acknowledging that it was a disaster replacing it with a normal lacing system instead. But this is just a masterpiece of really, really weird decision making. But before we get to number one, let's just do a quick fire round of other really weird boots that could easily have made the list. See, there's the Suction Cup's Zygo Deztruct, there's the Serafino 4th Edge Topo boots, we have the Warrior Gambler with the glory hole on the heel, and also the Kelme Tiburon, which was basically made with shark skin leather. All really weird, but also really stupid. The king of weird though is the Adidas Copa Mid Gore-Tex. Look, I know that people play in snow and in the cold, I do that myself sometimes, but to make a crossover like this of a football boot and a hiking boot is just the weirdest thing ever. And yes, you can have the ambition of making a boot for people who play in the snow, like Adi themselves did with the insulation in the Adidas Cold Mode pack. But to reach the conclusion that this is the answer to that desire, it blows my mind. So there you have it, my friends, some of the weirdest football boots that have ever been released. I'm sure there's many more, which we could then discuss, if they should have been on the list, in the comment section right down below. But before you go and jump on to the next video, you could, for instance, go and check some very cool skills that you can learn in the playlist right down there. Well, don't forget to go hit the subscribe button and ring the bell notification button to see all our latest videos the second they drop. And with that said, guys, I'm signing off. Cheerio.